Well, hey everyone, good morning. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It is great to be with you on Monday, January 13th, 2025. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're wondering why we're starting really early, well, we're kind of playing around with the times. The other reason is, I don't know if you guys know, that I'm starting my master's program this week. And a lot of my courses are in the evening, basically from 5 o'clock to almost 9:50 or so. So because of that, and by the time I get back from college, because they're not virtual classes, they're in person classes, I thought it would be a great idea to actually do the show in the morning. I'm up early, and a lot of people like to tune in early. All right. So, welcome everyone to Inspirations for Your Life. This whole week is the master topic of how to prepare for transformation. And it is series 4 and it is show 3. Now, today's granular topic is a really, really good one. I think you're going to appreciate this topic. And it is renew your life, clearing the path to growth and possibilities. That's right, friends and colleagues. We're on series 4, show number 3, and we're kicking into episode number 3. Whether you're at the office, whether you're home, or whether you're traveling, listening to us on the road, maybe you want to grab yourself a drink, a pit stop, or the kitchen, or what have you, or a snack. Be happy to do that. Come on back. We'll get the show kicked off. All right, everyone. So, I guess a great big welcome to everyone to tuning into Inspirations for Your Life podcast. Very happy to be celebrating over 3 years that we are on the air. I mean, this is a pretty big accomplishment. I am your host, John C. Morley. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm not only a podcast coach, but also a podcast host. And I'm very passionate about helping you elevate your personal and professional life. This podcast is your gateway to unlocking um, basically workplace motivation, fostering creativity, and building leadership skills that leave a lasting impact. Tune in with me every single day because there's always something powerful for you. Where I will dive deep into transformational ideas and techniques this week designed to help you unlock your full potential, both in life and in business. Together, we're going to explore strategies that are going to fuel your growth, that are going to spark inspiration, and are going to ignite your journey to success. Like the way you start a fire by igniting it. Well, I'm going to ignite your desires. I'm going to ignite your passion so that you're going to be on fire and you're just going to love life so much. Well, let's get right into our first point, shall we? So, our first point is this: let go of what no longer serves you. All right. So, releasing what holds you back is the first step toward a life of clarity and purpose. Whether it's outdated habits, negative influences, or unproductive routines, letting go frees up mental and emotional energy for things that truly matter. Now, remember, you cannot grasp new opportunities with hands full of burdens and embrace the art of decluttering your life to pave the way for fresh starts and new possibilities. But it's a process, right? It's something that you start out doing and you get better at it every single day. There might be certain habits in your life that you need to just get rid of, or I like to say 86 them, like the restaurants say. Or maybe there's certain foods in your life. Maybe there's certain, um, let's say, people in your life that are constantly draining you. Maybe it's an environment you're in. It could be a workplace. It could be a maybe a location your business is in, and maybe that you want to get out of. So these are all what we mean about letting go and no longer serves you. Um, when I started this journey here to begin my master's, let's say a plan for the next couple of years, uh, Many people were very envious and very jealous and telling me I should never do that, that I'm done with school. But you see, I don't need to prove anything to anyone. And I'm doing this because I value education. Some of my friends think it's fantastic. The people that don't, well, I have a word for them. Goodbye. All right. Number two, embrace change. I talk about this a lot, but it is so key to success. Change is the gateway to growth, yet it's often, let's say, overlooked, and it can feel daunting at times. Instead of resisting, lean into it with an open mind and a heart ready to adapt. Every shift begins with the potential for personal evolution, whether it's a new career, a path, learning opportunity, or lifestyle adjustment. When you see change as a friend rather than a foe, it can lead you to a richer and more fulfilling life. I think the reason why a lot of us don't like change is we're scared. We don't know what it's going to entail. Are we going to be able to handle it? But I think if we embrace change as a friend and know that we can adapt to it like a chameleon, then it's going to be okay. All right. Number three, create space for new opportunities. Now, what the heck does this mean? I'm going to tell you. So, to welcome abundance in your life, and I'm not just talking about financial abundance, I'm talking about health abundance, I'm talking about relationship abundance, you must decide right now to make room for it physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, clearing out old areas. Um, Creates a vacuum that invites fresh opportunities to basically redesign into your life schedule, decluttering your environment, and recalibrating your focus. Now, new opportunities often knock when you've created the space to welcome them in. And it's because, when we have made the decision to get rid of certain things, our mind wants to bring other things in that are going to empower us, not frustrate us, not depower us. So sometimes when things are difficult, we feel that it's always going to be difficult. It's not. It's just that, taking that first step can be so, so lonely. And whether you're an entrepreneur or a serial entrepreneur, you may not have a lot of friends in the beginning because you're focused on your business, you're focused on doing the right things. You're also going to find in life that a lot of business owners are very selfish. They don't want to be respectful. They just care about themselves. And that could be a plethora of things. I'm not going to get into all of them. It could just be about something to just respect your environment. Okay, that's just a couple things. So I know, ladies and gentlemen, that when we talk about creating space, it seems like something that, I'm talking about when I talk about cleaning a closet. Well, I'm not. I'm talking about creating space so that your mind will be able to gravitate toward things and it will basically fill them and hopefully enrich your life. Now, number four, this is one of my big favorites. Number four. Number four says, reflect on past lessons. Your past is a treasure trove of wisdom. Taking time to reflect on what works, what didn't, and why can guide your future actions of how you're going to progress. Reflection doesn't mean dwelling on mistakes, it means learning from them. And with every setback comes a lesson that makes you stronger and better equipped for the road ahead. Now, when I talk about lessons, sometimes lessons are very painful, like the one I described to you about my very first programming lesson, where I wasted over a week to learn that there was a bug in Microsoft and Borland's compiler that never initialized the linkless variable to null, right? Something that should be done. So we can't always expect that everyone is going to do the right thing. All right. If we did, we would drive ourselves nuts. We can only control what we do, and based on our actions, we can also affect the reaction to what they do, and hopefully that can change them, right? But we can't be in this world trying to change others. That's not our purpose. That's not really a good use of our time. Number five, simplify your priorities, right? You remember KISS, keep it simple, right? It was actually a keep it simple stupid, but I don't like to call people stupid, but that's what it came out to be. So simplify your priorities. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by endless to-do lists and other things that might be on your head. Simplifying your priorities allows you to focus on what truly matters, eliminate distraction, set clear promises or goals, and learn to say no to things that don't align with your purpose and mission. By doing less, you can achieve more with clarity and intent. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, maybe somebody asks you to do something. Now, I know I was guilty of this. There was a gentleman a lot older than me several years ago, and he would always reach out to me as a neighbor and say, "Hey, John, I need your help." So, first one or two times, no big deal. Then I noticed after a while that he kept asking for help and would like call me. He's like, "Are you busy?" So he's like, "You're not busy, right?" Well, I was busy. He was like, "Well, you can just come down for 5 minutes." Now, it was never 5 minutes. That 5 minutes turned into 15, 15 turned into 30, 30 turned into 45, 45 minutes turned into 60 minutes, 60 minutes turned into an hour and a half turned into 2 hours. And before you know it, we were at 3 or 4 hours. Now, mind you, I didn't get paid one red cent for this. I didn't do it for money, but there's a point when you do things, and there's a point where you're getting taken advantage of. And so he would call me for like the stupidest things. Just because he knew I could fix it didn't mean he should abuse my knowledge. And so what happened was I actually did some work for he has a couple daughters, for a couple of his daughters. Well, the one daughter was very interesting because she would always mock me and make fun of what I'm doing. And I didn't say anything. But then what happened was, I started realizing that why should I do work for one of his daughters that is going to be rude to me? Well, another daughter who he has had a technology problem reached out to me so I could set up a router for them. So I did that. Then I wound up fixing their whole house, which had FiOS, and it was a mess with their TVs. And so I come out there, figure it's going to be an hour. Okay. And then before you know it, I'm there till 10 o'clock at night, and I came there at like 4 or 5. 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. 6 hours. Now, remember, this was all supposed to be a complimentary visit. So about midway into the visit, she's like, I definitely want you to charge me. I don't expect you to do this all for nothing. So, okay, I gave her a pretty fair discount. I gave her the bill, and a week or two goes by. Of course, we don't get any payment. So now I'm gonna say almost 3 weeks goes by. I'm gonna call this person Jill. That's not their name. Like, hi Jill. This is John C. Morley. I'm reaching out to you on behalf of JMore Connection. We did some work for you under my company, and we sent you an invoice. Did you ever receive that? Oh yeah, John, I did. I just been really busy. Now, the bill with the discount was somewhere around $1,500 to $2,000. And so the first thing I wanted to do before I asked about the bill was I said, "Hey, Jill, how you doing? Everything good? Everything's great. How's everything working that we set up? Is your printer doing okay? Is the Wi-Fi network or the TV? Oh, John, everything's working great. Everything with your son's working good. Your new computer's connect. Everything is great." I was like, "Well, listen, we sent a bill. Did you ever get it?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I just been so busy." So about I'm gonna say maybe a month in, our system automatically resends a statement to let you know that you're still past due. And so, he had her father had asked me to help him, and I did. And I never mentioned anything about this past due bill. So now we're getting into the second month, the third month, which, 30, 60, we're 90 days. That's pretty bad to not have the bill paid and not at least have any type of like payment arrangement on file, because I had no idea like if and when they were going to pay. So finally, after 90 days, so we're right around, what was that? 120, just at the crux of almost hitting 120 days. I said, hey, chill. We're almost at 120 days. I haven't charged you any interest. I got to start charging you interest. Oh, yeah, John, don't worry about it. My father's going to take care of it. Okay. So I don't say anything to her father. Another month goes by. I happen to bump into him. I said, hey, I've done some work for your daughter. Which one? Oh, Jill. Oh, okay. And she said that you were going to take care of the bill. Oh, she did. All right, I'll have to talk to her. Another week goes by, and I don't get anything. So I send a certified letter out to him, return receipt, and I send one a little bit after that, just regular snail mail with no signature or anything. And so after I did that, it was a very stern letter, but basically telling him, that, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. And, I haven't sent you to collections. I haven't anything like that. I consider you a friend and I'd like to work with you. Can we please get this resolved? Well, I get the payment mailed to me within a couple days, and then he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, which is okay because those are people that were never meant to really be in your life anyway. That's a perfect example of something that I needed to remove from my life a few years ago, and it just got removed, thankfully. Number 6, foster a positive mindset. Your mindset is the foundation of your reality. Cultivating positivity helps you see challenges as opportunities and setbacks as stepping stones. Practice gratitude, surround yourself with uplifting influences, and feed your mind with inspiring content, like inspirations for your life. A positive outlook can turn impossible into I'm possible. So whenever you think of impossible, realize that your impossible can now be possible. But it starts with a belief. It starts with a belief. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen, number 7 is really good. Overcome limiting beliefs. The stories you tell yourself can either empower or imprison you. Identify the beliefs that hold you back and challenge their validity. Replace the I can't with how can I, and watch your perspective and potential shift dramatically. Growth starts when you believe in your ability to achieve it. Number 8, surround yourself with support. Your environment plays a key role in your success. Build a circle of friends, mentors, and colleagues who inspire you. This is really important. And also, they uplift you. Engage with communities that align with your promises and goals and values. When you're surrounded by positively and a set of great encouragement, you'll find the strength to overcome challenges is just natural, and you can celebrate your achievements all together. Number 9, commit to growth promoting habits. Success is great when it's on autopilot, but it doesn't do that overnight. Success is the result of consistent actions taken daily. Identify habits, I should say, that align with your promises or goals and commit to them wholeheartedly, whether it's journaling, exercising, or reading. Small actions could be writing, like I do a blog every day that I write up. It's like 500 to 700 word blog. Small actions will compound over time to create big results, just like interest compounds. And when interest is against us, it's not good. But when interest is for us and putting money in our account, then we like compound interest, right? So that's really important to make sure that you commit to growth promoting habits, and that will put you in line for auto success. Celebrate your progress. Our last point, number 10. Don't wait for the finish line to celebrate. Acknowledge every step forward. Celebrating milestones, no matter how small, reinforces your motivation and builds momentum. Progress is progress, no matter how small or how much. Each achievement is proof that you're moving closer to your goal. Many people get discouraged because they're not at the Taj Mahal in 24 hours. Well, the Taj Mahal didn't get built in 24 hours. I don't know if you know that. Does anybody know how long? How long did it take to build the Taj Mahal? How long do you think it took to build that? Well, it's as you know, it is basically it's an ivory white marble mausoleum on the right bank of the river, and basically in Yama in Agra under Pradesh, India. It was commissioned in 1631 by the fifth Mughal emperor. So you're probably asking uh, how many hours or days did it take to build the Taj Mahal? So it took a long time. Um, it actually took more than hours. It took more than days. It took more than months, ladies and gentlemen. You know how long it took? It took 22 years to be exact. One of the world's seven wonders, the Taj Mahal. And on the Yamuna riverfront near Agra is a large symmetrical garden, crowned of places as the Taj Mahal is known. The Taj Mahal, which was built in white marble, is a remembrance of the Emperor Shah Jahan's wife, Mumtaz, following her death, and is known across the world as the Memorial of Love. Millions of tourists visit each year from all over the globe to enjoy its beauty and learn about the history of its construction. The monument was constructed with various varieties of marble from throughout the world to add to its splendor. The Taj Mahal is a complex structure that includes other mausoleums, mosques, reflecting pool that they have, a huge garden. And so construction began in 1632 AD. Construction ended in 1653 AD. This is just like unbelievable. It's something that you would not expect. Um, and you might say, John, why did it take so long to build the Taj Mahal? Well, the Taj Mahal took a longer time to build because it blends and expands on the Indo-Islamic and older Mughal design traditions. The Taj Mahal's mausoleum, dome, interior, and exterior embellishments took the majority of the time to complete. Wow, that's an awful lot, guys. Like I said, it took around 12 years to build the plinth and the tomb. The building is built around a vast Mughal garden that stretches around 300 meters. And basically, 300 meters to basically convert that to basically to feet is probably the best way to do it. 300 meters equals 984.252 feet. That's an awful lot of space. And so, the conclusion is the Taj Mahal is India's most visited attraction, and the Indian government has taken many steps to preserve the magnificent monument, including banning industries responsible for the erosion of the mausoleum's brilliant white marble facade and restricting visitor time to 3 hours to avoid congestion. On full moon days, nights, the visits to the monument are only possible from 8:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. The greatest time to see the Taj Mahal is around sunrise, when you can avoid the heat and congestion while simultaneously getting the finest view of the monument as it emerges magnificently. So, with all this happening, the 22 years, as I said, um, and 12 years just to build the plinth and the tomb, it's a lot. But this is why a lot of people, when you're doing things, say, you know what, we don't need to build the Taj Mahal because it took so long, right? So we're embracing the concept of renewing your life, but renewing your life, as we're learning, ladies and gentlemen, actually starts from within. So what did we talk about today? Let go of what no longer serves you. People, places, things, activities, habits. Embrace change. See it as your friend. Create space for new opportunities, and new things will automatically fall in. Reflect, okay, on past lessons. Now, don't wander as to why something didn't work. Think about how you learn from that. Simplify your priorities. Overcome limiting beliefs. Surround yourself with support. Commit to growth promoting habits. Celebrate progress, right? These are the keys, ladies and gentlemen. And it's important to understand that your life can make such a difference when you make the decision, it's your choice, to instill the mindset that all the impossible can now be possible. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Do check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. We'll catch you guys real soon.